30-minute guided audio experience begins in 3, 2, 1. Settle into the couch, giving yourself permission to rest for 30 minutes. Choose to be here for the entire time. Anything you have left on your to-do list for today can happen later today or tomorrow. Letting your body settle into the couch, giving yourself permission to be supported by the couch. First cue that you're giving your body, lying down on the couch. The second cue, covering up with a blanket. Third cue is closing your eyes and covering them with an eye cover. The fourth cue is my voice guiding you on this audio experience. And now let's move into the fifth one, where you inhale through your nose, exhaling through your mouth with a sound, with a sigh, with the audio example of letting go. 3 times at your own pace, inhaling through the nose, exhaling with a sound. Day after day, you give your body these 5 cues, and it recognizes, oh, it's resting time. She's on the couch. She covered with a blanket. She closed her eyes and covered them. I hear the sound of that voice, the same voice that we've heard do this exercise for months and months now. And now there's those 3 breaths. Your body knows what to do now. This is the rest period. The happy half-hour rest time. Body sinks into the couch. Eyes are closed, eyeballs are dropping back to the backs of the eye sockets. Breath is moving in and out. Body is sinking into the couch. Adjust as needed. As you relax into the couch, your muscles are relaxing, and the bones may want to be in a different position. As the bones sink into the couch, the muscles may want to be in a different position. When your body gives you information that it would like you to shift into a different position, listen to it. Make that shift. Choosing to be here for the entire time. Over and over again, daily practice of resting for 30 minutes. It gets easier when you do it over and over. And when the mind offers you thoughts of things you should be doing, you could be doing, gently sweep them away, because this is your homework assignment, assigned by me. Daily 30-minute resting on the couch. Training the body. Training it to rest, not always working. Sometimes we're resting. Resting is important. The brain appreciates when you're resting on the couch. The mind might offer some thoughts about laziness, being a slacker, should be doing something, being lazy. Again, we just sweep those thoughts away. No, I'm resting for 30 minutes. It's a homework assignment that I was assigned, so I'm doing it for that reason. If that reason is needed, at some point it won't be, because the value of resting for 30 minutes in the middle of the day will be so evident that the mind will no longer push back and call it laziness or say that you're slacking. The mind won't do that anymore eventually, because it also will recognize the value of this experience. Settle into the couch even more, adjusting as needed. There may be sounds in the background, people coming and going, cars passing by, cats and dogs making noise, clocks ticking, whatever they are. You can notice them, just don't give any attention to those sounds. If your mind needs something to focus on, if your mind wants something to focus on, move your attention to your feet and focus on any and all sensations that you feel in this moment. Sensations like heaviness, or texture of the socks, or temperature, or an itch or pain, achiness, numbness, tingling. Any sensations that you're feeling, focus on them. If and only if your mind wants something to do. Otherwise, just be in your body, supported by the couch. Breath moving in and out. It feels good to rest. My body appreciates when I rest. I've worked a lot, and now it's time to rest. Continue to be supported by the couch. Breath continues to move in and out. Arms are relaxing. Legs are relaxing. Torso is relaxing. And as you relax for the next 20 minutes, I will be saying many sentences. Listen gently and easily. If you feel like repeating the sentences in your own mind, you can do that. I am healing. My body is healing. One of the reasons I am resting at this time is to support the healing of my body. I am healing. My brain is healing. One of the reasons for me resting at this time is to support the healing of my brain. I feel good in my body. There are many things I am able to do with my body. I feel good about the things I am able to do with my body. I remember many experiences. I am working on remembering more. I do many exercises in order to help myself remember. One of the reasons I am resting at this time is so that my brain has the opportunity to rest. And afterwards, it will be easier for me to remember things I want to remember. I like to sing. I sing a lot. I'm very good at singing. I would like to be better at singing. I'm working on being better at singing. I'm working on all of the aspects of singing so that I will be better at singing. I'm working on having a stronger voice. I'm working on having more breath and having more control of my breath. I am working on remembering words to songs. I'm working on projecting my voice when I'm singing. I'm also working on singing with feeling. I like to sing. I'm a good singer. I would like to be better at singing. One of the reasons I'm resting at this time is so that the parts of my body that are involved in singing have the opportunity to rest. After they have rested, they will be able to help me sing in the way that I would like to sing. I'm confident in my ability to sing. I'm confident in my ability to sing even better in the future. I feel confident when I think about singing. Sometimes when I sing, I make mistakes, and I continue to feel confident in my abilities to sing. I know that when I stretch myself, expand my capabilities, sometimes mistakes will happen. When I'm pushing the box, when I'm expanding my ability, sometimes it will not be exactly how I want it to be when I'm singing. And I continue to feel confident in my abilities to sing. All the abilities that I have: breath, clarity, strength, ability to project my voice, remember the words, remember the melody, follow the pacing of the song. I'm confident in my ability, and I continue to work to improve. I understand that confidence comes from my own thoughts. I choose to be confident. Being confident feels better to me. When I notice my confidence going down, I remind myself that I am confident in my ability to sing. A reminder is all I need. Sometimes I doubt if I will be able to sing the way I want to. And when I notice myself doubting, I immediately remember that I'm choosing confidence. And when I've chosen confidence in that minute, doubt goes away. When I feel confident, it's easier for me to practice all the exercises. When I feel confident, it's easier for me to find that YouTube video lesson and do the entire lesson. So I remind myself to be confident. I can do this. I know how to do this. Today I'm doing the best that I can. I feel confident in my ability to sing today. Resting on the couch. The mind may be wondering, how much more time? Well, I will answer that question. 8.5 minutes. You're doing a really good job letting yourself rest on the couch, being in your body. Being supported by the couch. It feels good to rest. I'm glad that I choose to rest for 30 minutes in the middle of the day, every day. That's a very good decision that I make when I decide to rest daily. I'm choosing to do this for my well-being. I'm choosing to do this so that my brain feels better. I'm choosing to do this so that my arms and legs can relax. I'm choosing to do this because it's my homework assignment. And also because I like how I feel after I've rested. Now that I'm doing this every day, I notice how much better I feel after I rested for 30 minutes in the middle of the day. Now that I've done this so many times, it's easier for me to respond to my own mind when my mind says, "Oh, you're being a slacker." I can immediately say, "No, I'm not. I'm simply resting. The body needs rest. And a body that's healing needs rest in the middle of the day." A siesta. A happy half hour. Break time. Also time for integration. for assimilation. A time to regroup. Maybe even to reassess. Sometime one might decide a longer period of rest is needed. I invite you to decide that now, before the end of this 30-minute period. Decide in this moment, will 3 more minutes of resting be enough for today? Or would it be better if I rested for another 30 minutes, an hour total? Wow. What does my body say to that? Listen to the body's response. Does the body say, yes, 30 more minutes, choose that? Or does the body say, nah, I feel good, I feel rested, I know I still have 3 more minutes of this audio, and I think that will be enough? Or does the body say something else? Maybe not 30 more minutes. Maybe I'll lie on the couch for like another 5 or 10 without listening to anything. Tune into your own body. Find out the answer it's giving you today. We're only looking for today's answer. Is 30 minutes enough? Or shall we stay here longer? Listen within, in your internal landscape. Find the answer to that question. And decide in this moment. One of the reasons I encourage you to decide ahead of time is you're creating your own boundary with yourself for self-care. Like when you begin this 30-minute audio recording, I encourage you to commit for the entire time so that your body gets used to knowing that when you tell yourself you're resting for 30 minutes, you mean it. You're sticking with it. You're honoring your own decision. It's very important. So whatever you've decided for today, whether it's ending in a minute or continuing longer, stick with that decision for yourself. For now, just because we're retraining ourselves, you're retraining your mind in the importance of rest, purposeful rest in the middle of the day. So as this audio comes to an end, you've made your decision for today. Stick to it. And you'll hear me tomorrow on another video. Until then, ta-ta.